that's too rigid coming towards us. Earlier on, coming into a 30 mirrors. You know, sometimes we have tight squeezes. These roads were not built for Arctic trucks, you know. It's one of them. It is what it is, isn't it? So you've just got to make the best of the situation that develops in front of you. So mirrors. Mindful, this thing got left. 25 past 6 now, sun's blurring, mirrors. And this is a place called Four Ways. Welcome to Four Ways on the Hampshire Downs, it says. Hampshire Downs, lad, Hampshire Downs. Oh, aye. It's like a nice place down here, like. Still on the A31 as far as I'm aware. Boundary surgery, lad. I bet they've seen all sorts in there. Doris from number 19, right corner. You want to see Bunyan she had till the week. Oh, Bunyan on a big toe. And there's Dave. Dave. He had a bird's nest in his beard, did Dave, and it irritated him and itched his skin. Itched his skin off, it did. He had to go in. He had to see a specialist. Dave, yeah. They gave him some E45 cream. And noticed that he had blisters on his right hand from, well, they said it would do with wanking, I think. So they give him some cream for that as well. Oh, it's all been going on there in boundary surgeries, they see it all. But patient confidentiality, you know, they don't talk about it. I mean, we're not mentioned Frank, who lives on the other side there in that house. Bloody hell. Ooh, he's had some escapades, Frank has. Oh, it's all going on round here. I'd make a great neighbourhood watch, me. I'd tell everybody. Mirrors. I don't know anyone called Mavis from round corner at number 19. I don't know who Frank is, and I've no idea whether that lad were called Dave, but the lad there did have a beard. Mirrors. So hypothetically speaking, he could have had a rash in other places. Who knows? Mirrors. Sun's now hanging low, blinding. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Diddle am a die, diddle am don't. Mirrors. Another bloody mini island. Get on your nerves then, lad. There's another one coming up. Mirrors. There's Sandra with dog. Sandra's alright. She's alright, Sandra. She'll do out for you. She'll do out for you, but don't leave her near any chicken volleyball. There's a buffet on. She's a greedy bitch. Oh, aye. She's a greedy bitch. Touch her food, you feel her fork, I'll tell you. So she'd stab you. She'd stab you in the eye if you try and take one of her chicken volleyball, Sandra. As lovely as she is, the nose. Mirrors. Just mindful of this kid on cycling. He's coming to a bit of a pavement end. Mirrors. We are in a 40 now. Dual carriageway coming up ahead. Mirrors. Road's getting bumpy and not half bloody uneven. Mirrors. There is a car behind us. Here's your dual carriageway. This car behind us is going to try and rocket past us now. I bet then. Mirrors. Descending downhill. Just back him off. Road tightens. There's no zebra around, but there is it. It does tighten. Coming down at a rapid rate of knots. Here's that car on worst bit I didn't want it to. We're descending rapidly. With 400 yards to go, it just decides it wants to take us. Come on, get past, stop fanning on. That's Alice. She's alright, Alice, but she's a daredevil. A daredevil is Alice. Coming back into single file, mirrors. There is now 2 cars coming up behind us, but Alice is clear, she's aware. She's braking up in front. Mirrors. Back into 30 by, no sorry, 50 by looks of it. Mirrors. We did come in this way to be fair. Mirrors. Just backing him off. Just creeping up towards 50 again. Road's getting uneven and starting to tighten again. We are in single carriageway. Road conditions are dry, but let's face it, pretty much every road in the UK at the moment is in a shit state. There's been no investment for the last 20 or 30 years. There's been no proper investment in the roads. apart from patched. Everything's patched to within an inch of its life. So there's potholes galore, cracks everywhere, and it's just not nice, the road conditions. So we don't want to be braying on at full kilter, full pelt, hitting a big divot and going into that tractor, or else it's going to be brater cakes for one of us. Probably me. Tractor would probably come off. I'd probably come off worse, and tractor would be alright unscathed. Mirrors coming into a 40. This is Ropley coming into it. Oh, Ropley, don't you know? Be posh. Mrs. Beaver lives there. We'll think of something to make up about Mrs. Beaver after. I mean, you know, you could have a series on the driving along with the Tales of War. Every village you came into, you could have a character, couldn't you? You know? I feel like that character out of League of Gentlemen that showed you a taxi driver. It was a bloke going through a sex change. I can't remember her name. What was her name? Did anybody watch the League of Gentlemen? It just showed you back at taxi driver with hairy legs and that in conversation. Was it Maureen or something like that? Taxi driver. It was fucking funny. It was a twisted sense of humour, that, the League of Gentlemen. It really was. Mirrors. These bloody little things. Bloody little. They're a waste of space, them little mini traffic islands. I know they're for pedestrians walking across, but they're a fucking pain in the arse. I'm sorry, they are. Mirrors. Mindful of someone pulling out here on this junction. It's coming. Stop there, pal. I don't want to write that off. It's a lovely little empty, boggy kind of type of car.
Second exit.
So we are approaching a roundabout now, so I can't remember the roundabout from coming in. I know we've come in this way, so I will have been over it before. But with somebody on about roundabouts, here's how I approach a roundabout. Some mirrors. See it coming up ahead. I'm already off the gas here now. Mirrors. Just start reducing him on my exhaust brake / returner. Mirrors. We're going to go straight on at this roundabout. Some mirrors. There is 2 lanes. We're keeping the left-hand lane because we're going straight over. It's 12 o'clock. Mirrors. Mirrors just over towards this white line here. Mirrors just having a look right to left. There's nothing coming. Over towards this curb. Take it off now. Signals on. Mirrors. Over towards what should be a white line in middle. Now go over towards this curb so we don't cut up that curb. Mirrors as we come out. Progress. That's how I approach it roundabout. Other people might do it different, but that works for me. So, you know, in answer to that lad's comment, what said about failing his test for clipping a curb on a roundabout, don't worry about it. It happens. It's just, you just get used to it. You automatically get used to it. When the penny drops, you just start knowing where to position your truck for get the best out of it, really. Do you know what I mean? I can't explain it. Once the penny drops, it just clicks naturally. So mirrors. I'll try and do a full video on just roundabouts. I'll pick when I go to a place what's full of roundabouts next. I'll do something on that. It comes like a bit of a dance, you know what I mean? You just automatically know if it's going round to the left, put it over towards white line so you don't cut in. As soon as you come back round, put it over towards curb if you're going straight over, and then bring it back over towards the other side, just so you're flicking smoothly from one side to the other. And you know, I mean, you always check your mirrors, but you know where you're positioning anyway, like you're not going to come round and catch anything. You're going to come round in your own lane. But you've got to keep your eyes on your mirrors regardless. If anything else, it helps passing your test. Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors. That's what they're watching for. And they want you to swivel your head round from side to side. You spend that much time looking backwards, you can't afford to see what's coming forwards. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have eyes up your arse and your head on a bloody swivel. Well, that's part of the test. But I mean, to be fair, personally, I still try and drive how I was taught by my instructor going for my test, and it's never done me any harm so far. The only thing I don't do is I don't do 10 to 2 driving and feeding steering wheel through my hands, and sometimes I'll spin it round with one hand, and you know what I mean? And you'd fail your test on that, of course you would. But I've passed my test, so I don't have to do that anymore. And I don't fanny on, I don't hang back, I get going. But here, when you first pass your test, when I first passed mine, you're still very cautious and very, oh shit, am I doing the right thing? And you're still driving as if you're on a driving lesson. It's only when you get going as you become more confident, do you know what I mean? But there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and you can't be too confident because you start making mistakes, and this is not the kind of vehicle to be making them mistakes in, do you know what I mean? Or any vehicle really. You know, you can, at the end of the day, you can overthink it, you can make a mountain out of a bloody molehill. Yes, it's just driving at the end of the day, but there's being safe and there's going over the top and too much, like, you know what I mean? Drive to however you feel comfortable driving. You'll find a way of doing things what works for you. Mirrors.